Hello! So, we're almost there. It's almost Christmas. I thought I would, I'm just throwing my Christmas Eve box together. Now, I know some people kind of don't do these and some people love them and spend a fortune on them. So I thought I'd show you my little middle of the road kind of cheating way that I do it. I hope you don't disapprove, but it works for us and saves us quite a bit of money, and we still get to do the tradition, which is cool. So the box itself is just a big paper covered cardboard box. That's last year's one. I'll probably chuck it out and use another box and cover it in this year's Santa paper, because every year Santa has different paper. Yeah, so it'll just be a cardboard box, but it'll be similar size. The first expense, which is probably the biggest actually, is our Christmas pajamas. Now, I actually don't class this as an expense because ever since we've had the dude, we've always had matching jammies anyway, because it's cute for photos, and Missy always had Christmas pajamas that she got on Christmas Eve, so then it's hard to match. You don't get to do this twinning trend when you have a girl and a boy. So jammies is the one thing I've got. So yeah, when I can twin, I absolutely do. So, but also I buy my Christmas jammies in January. And so I get the whole set, usually much cheaper. I don't think our set of 4 pajamas, I wouldn't have been spending more than about 20 quid in total. Maybe 30 including postage, I don't know, but it's certainly not been a huge amount of money. And if they only last for one wear, it doesn't really matter because that's all they're for. But I have got these this year. They're from Pat Pat, and they just pretty plain, but they'll look super festive next to the tree. So I thought they'll be good for throughout the year as well. But yeah, no, they're ace. I love them, and I think the bag's really nice. So that would be, whose is that? I think that's the dude's. And we've got Missy's and me and Daddy's. So I don't really class it as an expense because they got it anyway. They would just get that on Christmas Eve. So that's really something I would have been buying anyway. The next thing, so first spend, slipper socks. Again, I might have got these anyway, but these are from Home Bargains. Again, twinning. When I can, I will. And I think these will be in like under £2 each for sure. If I've bought them, they're cheaper than that. So yeah, they're cute and cozy, and they won't slip, and it's nice for when you're waiting for the fire to heat the room up and stuff in the morning. So that's another thing. And what else have we got here? We have got activities. Another little spend. Not a very big spend. So that'll have been maybe, say, 3 quid. We've got another 4.50. We're up to about now 4.50. Little 69p each from Aldi. Sticker activity books. Some of this stuff will probably be a little bit beyond, and pencils, beyond Missy, but something to do, and she'll like to just sit and do what her brother's doing and sit, right? She likes to sit and right. So it's maybe something that they can do with their dad at the table while I'm cooking or whatever. Just a nice little thing to keep them entertained. So I usually do a little crafty thing. It's always a Home Bargain thing. Again, this will have been 2-3 quid. So we're still under a tenner so far. Make your own Christmas tree. It's a 2-pack, so I didn't have to buy 2 of them. They can share. So yeah, fill half an hour. Something nice to do, quiet, sit down. So that's that. And what else do we have? Reindeer food. So I have this little jar that I got for about 50p in our local nickel and dime, and inside it is porridge oats and edible glitter, so that it's nice and environmentally friendly for all of our little animals and wildlife. And I will use this ribbon to tie a little brown paper tag on it, just to, and write in gold, but reindeer food sprinkle I'll maybe write a poem or something like that. So that's that. I think that's really nice. And again, I'll be using the jar again and again. So the porridge and the glitter pennies, I don't even know. So another 50p. We're still under a tenner. Now, I don't know if people will think this is really, really mean, but I reuse things. I don't always rebuy. So I've got things like these guys, which they're not going to play with all year because they're Christmassy, but I can take them out and stick them in there. And my theory is that it doesn't have to be new stuff, because our elf on the shelf thumb, he just gathers up all the Christmas stuff and presents it in this nice little hamper. So yeah, I don't think, and it doesn't take away from the magic for my children, it just gives them all their Christmas crap together. And they seem to be fine with it, so hopefully that's cool. And yeah, that's that. You don't have to throw these things out, you can just put them away back at the Christmas decorations and then bring them back. I need to do a battery for this guy, but yeah, Christmas Eve is probably about the only time they're going to actually really play with these things. So there's that. Another thing I reuse, these are so nice, and they've got quite a few Christmas mugs, but these ones, I just think they're really special and pretty and just so ho ho ho. I love them. If I took these out at the start of December with all the Christmas crockery, these would absolutely get broken. And I think they're really nice, so I keep them and put them in their Christmas Eve boxes, and this is what they would have their kind of nighttime drink in. So yeah, I reuse them, and they're like, oh, our Christmas mugs. They're quite happy. With that, I put in, I've always got these treat bag things. So I do the little cone, Missy gets hot chocolate and marshmallows on the top, and then the dude will get, he has Neocate, which is an amino acid hypoallergenic milk formula. So he gets that with nutmeg grated in it, because nutmegs are safe for him. So they get each get a little cone that they can make up into a hot drink. And again, I'll be tying that with ribbon, which again I keep. So I'd say we're still under a tenner, because these were bought years ago. I got a pack of like 50, and I've always got. Then I have treat bags, again the same, cheap in a big pack that I've got loads of. These get a little homemade treat, so like homemade, you know, you can stick marshmallows together to make snowmen and stick arms in them or whatever. Or the dude always gets like little gingerbread men shaped biscuits or little cupcakes or whatever that are safe for him. And Missy gets just whatever random home bake I am making or want to make, or a little cake or biscuit or something. And yeah, more ribbon. You could also in there put like, we often over Christmas time we have pancakes, so you could like measure up the pancake mix, like your dry ingredients, your flour and sugar and stuff, and then just add an egg and milk, so it's kind of ready like a pancake mix. But yeah, we don't do that, we just chuck it all in. So the other thing, what else have we got? The other thing I reuse, so with their bedtime drink and everything, we all sit down and watch a Christmas film. Now, I don't feel it has to be a new DVD. We put away all of our Christmas DVDs and books, and then in December when we take them all out again, I try and keep one back so they've watched it less, and that would be my Christmas Eve box one. And it goes. They're all on Netflix anyway, but it's just this is what we're doing, like it's a prompt, I think. So I mean, even if you say like, oh well, let's watch a film, it doesn't have to be that one, you can watch a different one. It's just the whole idea of this is what we're doing, and the tradition, I think. And again, they're never like, oh, we've got that one, or oh, we've seen that one. They're so happy it's Christmas, they want it to be magical. And they have their Christmas blankets, which again are reused. These were, I can't even remember where I got these from. I think they were a £5 each. but that was a couple of years ago. But they're super soft and they're quite big. A lot of these Christmas blankets are like baby size, like lap kind of quilt things, but these are quite big, so they're good for snuggling because we have 2 adults and 2 children, and I want to share it. So we usually have the kids in the middle, and we can have a blanket, and we all get a bit cozy too. So that's another reused thing. And then the final thing, they always get a Christmas bauble. So I kind of just decided to pop it in their Christmas Eve box so they could hang on the tree at bedtime and something like that. So these are them this year. I always get them with their names on or something a bit different. My idea is that when they leave home, they will have a full set of decorations that they've collected over the years. I think that'd be quite cool. It's just a tradition I've always done. Missy has always got she used to get really expensive ones, like from garden centres. They were all like silver, and you could have a photograph in them, and they were Swarovski or bejeweled. But now we're down to wooden gingerbread now. So these were, I have a feeling it was 2 for £5. So I think in total, even if you include the wrapping paper cost, we're about £12 for my Christmas Eve box. High five! That's a pretty magical tradition. It's not very expensive. So I'm pretty happy with the way we do it. It's not that expensive. Oh, jammies. If I include the jammies, we're, let's say, 35-ish or whatever. I can't remember the exact price of pyjamas. But again, that's from January. So yeah, I do like our little tradition. It's nice. Our Elf on the Shelf brings the Christmas Eve box. It gives the kids kind of a little plan for the day, which is really helpful for Miss Alyssa. So she knows that we're gonna do this, and then at night we'll do this, blah, blah. And we before bed we always read The Night Before Christmas and The Nativity and a few other Christmas books. Normally they choose a couple, but we have a pile of books. We used to read them all but now we always make The Night Before Christmas, and The Nativity is always in there. And it's just a really basic nativity one. It's an Osborne, it's like a baby one actually, it's a touchy-feely one, but it's just, it doesn't go into depth or anything. It's just like, this is Jesus, he was born in a manger. Freddie's very concerned that this baby's got no cot. He's like, who's going to buy him a cot, mummy? We had that conversation today. It was really funny. So he might get upset with that. Maybe I should not read it this year. And that's it. So do you think I'm awful for recycling my Christmas Eve box stuff, or do you think it's genius, or do you not care? I know it's a tradition some people love and some people hate, but we love it. But we love it in a non-expensive, sensible way. So yeah, give me your Christmas Eve box chat. What's your view? What do you think? What do you do? Am I terrible for these and stuff? Nah, it's alright, isn't it? Well, we love it. So maybe if it's something you've shied away from because you're like, oh, I can't afford it, maybe it's something you can do. You don't have to have the jammies. You can have bits and bobs, or don't spend more than you want to spend because you think you need to tick a list. You don't have to tick a list. You just have to do what you want to do. So I'm gonna go and wrap some of my other presents. I've still got a few Santa gifts to wrap. So I just thought I'd share with you my little Christmas Eve box tradition. Bye!